Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany and in today's video we are doing part 2 of my fall decorating for 2024. Today we're going to be decorating my family room, my entryway, and a little bit in my powder room. So let's go ahead and get started. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure you check that out. I'll have it linked for you down below. And let's get right into decorating. Thanks for being here. Just like in the last video, I just want to give you a little peek at all the things I took out for today's Decorate With Me. I've got a lot of stems as well as some garland. This garland is from Antique Farmhouse online. You guys know I talk about them all the time. I love, love, love their store. And I just think this is absolutely beautiful. I've got some pillows, lots of stems. I've also got some newer items over here. I did just pick these up at Target. This little blanket, these sweet little jack-o'-lanterns. They're like a Sherpa jack-o'-lantern. I picked these up literally, I don't know, half an hour ago. They were $3 in the Target dollar spot. And also this little sponge holder. I found this over by where they have their bathroom decor. I thought that was really sweet. And over on this side, I've got those books that I showed in my like fall planning video. I just recently started reading this one, The Cider Shop Rules. Super excited about that. I've got some vases that we can use for stems, and then over here I just have a few little fall sayings and some garland. I bought this adorable pie garland last year from Michael's. I never ended up using it, but I think it's so sweet and I'm going to use it this year because I told you this year's goal is to have all of the Hallmark vibes, and so that is what we're going for. I've got some pumpkins there as well as another one of those bushel baskets from Michael's. Inside I have a whole bunch of little pumpkins and those glass acorns. And I will say I went by Michael's today to look for some more pumpkins and there was one aisle of fall decor. Everything else was Halloween, and there was even some Christmas. So if you are on the hunt for new fall items, I would highly recommend that you go look as soon as you possibly can because it seems like they're already getting rid of them and the leaves are just starting to turn where I live. I know a lot of you, it's still 100 degrees where you live, and it feels kind of ridiculous to have to shop for those things now, but it seems like they're going fast. So I will link anything that I possibly can for you down below to make it nice and easy to shop, but I would also encourage you to go check out your local stores. In regards to the pumpkins that I was able to pick up, I grabbed these crafting pumpkins from Michael's. I got a large, a medium, and 2 small. These were 50% off plus my additional 15% off for being an educator. And they're like a, I don't know, maybe like a foam in there. I honestly don't know, but they showed pictures of like cutting the top off and just using this as like a vase. I don't know. But I think they look very real, minus the stems. I think that they look very real, which is, you know, the goal we're going for today. And I'm hoping to just kind of stack these up somewhere. The only thing I didn't get was the hay bales. I really considered it, but I decided not to bring them inside. I didn't know how the cats would respond, like this little troublemaker. Here's a quick peek of how we're getting started. I had removed all of the blue and all of the pieces of the cottage coastal for this summer and got us ready to decorate for the fall. We're going to start off here on the peg rail and we're going to take down the decor. I'm going to use a lot of things that I had up here, and we're going to intermix some fall decor as well. So I'm just going to take these down and we're going to start with decorating in this area. I love this peg rail so much This is a project that Danny and I did a couple of years ago. When we first moved in, we had this big wall and I had no idea what we were going to do with it. And we also needed to solve the problem of where were we going to hang our stockings at Christmas. And that's where this lovely idea came from. I started by hanging the garland across the beautiful frames at the top, and I brought in this sweet little autumn harvest sign. And at first I thought this was perfect, but I really wanted to use this gather sign that I have had from Michaels. I picked this up, I think 2 years ago, and I just love the color that it brings. I'm also stealing this galvanized pitcher from the bathroom, and this is from Walmart. We're starting off with a base of the seeded eucalyptus, of course, from Amazon. And I'm now bringing in some of these beautiful leaf stems. Those, I believe, are from Target last year. I think those are from the Hearth and Hand line. Again, more of that beautiful orange eucalyptus. Going to bring in another one of these beautiful flowers from Michaels, and I'm going to top it off with a fun little pumpkin on a stick. And I think this looks really beautiful, and again, just mimics what I have on the dining room table. I also have this little riser from Hobby Lobby, and we're going to bring in one of those sweet little jack-o'-lanterns that I just picked up at Target because I think they're so cute, and I love to just bring in touches of Halloween like that for now. We'll go all the way out in October, but this is so cute for now. I also have this great little picture frame from Hobby Lobby. No, I think that's from TJ Maxx. And that's a picture we took here at our property when we first moved here, right after we purchased it before anything was built. Moving to the other side, I'm going to keep this really pretty rattan vase, and I'm starting off with these pumpkin stems. These are from Michaels, and I think these are really pretty. There's actually a pumpkin plant that looks like that, if you would believe it. I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's called a pumpkin plant. I'm also going to bring in some of the decor I had up here before, like these antique books, as well as this really pretty window frame and this little wooden spindle. I love a little wooden spindle. That's from Browns and Hopkins, my favorite little market. I also have that antique pitcher there, and again, I'm bringing in another one of those little Sherpa jack-o'-lanterns, and we're going to bring in a taper candle as well. These do have real tapers in them. I do think I want to get some automatic tapers so that I can actually turn them on. I did decide to take down the garland, and I love the way that it looks, but I just felt like the picture frame was missing that beautiful wreath that I had here before. So I just took the garland and wound it upon itself, and it worked out perfectly. And then I was able to hang it up and make a really pretty wreath. I was running really low on fall stems, believe it or not. I had used so many already, and so I grabbed some leaf garland that I had, and I just kind of piled it into the basket here. The basket's from Hobby Lobby. The garland is from Michaels, and I also have that sweet little pumpkin that I tucked in there. I believe those little Sherpa pumpkins are from the Target dollar spot, either last year or the year before, and I love that rust color. Again, we're going for a ton of orange this year, and I love how it looks. I'm layering this blanket from Home Goods here on my blanket ladder, which is from Hobby Lobby, and I think that that just adds such a warm and cozy touch, as well as an additional blanket to grab for movie nights. I have this pillow here. This is actually the only one I had, and I just realized I should probably get a couple more for my sofa. I don't have fall pillows, but that one's actually Halloween. It has a ghost on the other side. I'm also going to tuck in all of my blankets here in this basket next to my sideboard, and we're going to bring in a little pumpkin pillow as well, which I believe is from Walmart. We're going to move over to my antique sideboard here under the TV. I'm going to get this wiped off, and then we'll get this decorated as well. I recently mentioned that I was able to finally get my hands on a minka pot of my own, and it's been living here on my sideboard in the family room so that I can see it from everywhere. However, for fall, I wanted to bring in something a little warmer and cozier, so we're going to use another one of those bushel baskets. When I was at Michael's yesterday, I was hoping to grab a couple more of these since I only picked up 2 initially, and they are all gone. They did not have them in my store. So I'm going to have to look online, and hopefully I can grab a couple more of those. If not, I'm going to check Scranton's, my favorite antique shop, to see if they have something similar. But I wanted something to warm up this plant here in the front. This is a heart philodendron. I love this plant so much. It was the very first plant I bought when I moved out here. And I just layered it on top of a piece of Tupperware to give it some height. And I love how it just spills over. It's just so pretty. I know the leggy plants aren't everyone's favorite, but they're definitely mine. Moving over to the little shelf, I did take the plant out of this pretty concrete planter, and I put some paper towels inside, and I layered a couple of little pumpkins on top. And then I'm adding in some of that really pretty deep purple eucalyptus. This is from Hobby Lobby. You find this in the floral section, but it's actually dried. It's very, very pretty. Down below, I'm bringing in one of the super large crocks. This is actually the biggest one I have. This was on my front porch, and we're going to layer in a pumpkin. I showed you an inspiration picture of this from Pinterest, and although I wasn't able to find a really pretty heirloom pumpkin, which is what I want, I think once the pumpkins are out at the grocery store, I will find one and be able to put it over here. But for now, we're going to use this super realistic looking pumpkin that I picked up at Michael's, and I still think it looks absolutely beautiful. Moving over to the sofa table, I have this really pretty antique bucket that I, again, picked up at Scranton's. Always just assume that my antiques are from Scranton's unless I say otherwise. But Scranton Shops is my favorite antique shop. They're located in Woodstock, Connecticut. And if you ever stop in, make sure you say hello. Make sure you say you came from Charlotte Grove Farmhouse, and that Tiffany says hello, and she loves to hear when people say they come from the channel. I'm stuffing in a cute little pumpkin that I picked up at Target last year, and now we're going to bring in that really pretty galvanized strainer that I also picked up at Scranton's. I showed you an inspiration picture for this as well, to have some little pumpkins, but again, I have not been able to find any real pumpkins at the store, so we're going to start off with those glass acorns that are from Walmart. I got those last Christmas. They're technically ornaments, but I just cut off the little strings. And then we're going to layer in some faux pumpkins, some white ones, a couple of orange ones. I wish I had more of the orange ones, but last year I went with a very neutral fall, and I got a lot of these white pumpkins, and I didn't have a lot of orange ones. And this year all I want is orange. And I was shocked at how little I had in my buckets that was orange, and definitely not going to do that. I'm definitely going to stick with some orange moving forward. I really like this look, and although neutral is equally as beautiful, I just love all of the fall colors. It's a perfect time to bring in those warm colors into your home. Moving down to the bottom of the sofa table, I'm bringing in this galvanized pitcher here from Hobby Lobby. I love this, and I'm layering it with a blanket I just picked up at the Target dollar spot and another pumpkin. And we're going to finish off the sideboard here with this really cute pie garland I picked up at Michael's last year. And I also added a couple pillows to the basket on the other side, and I think it looks so sweet. And we're also going to finish off the family room with another garland, this white pumpkin garland. This is also from Hobby Lobby, and we're going to put it here on the sideboard. It looks so cute. Moving into my entryway, I really loved the way that this looked. I liked the simplicity of it. So I'm just going to bring in this antique crock here for our vase, and I'm going to mirror what I did on our dining room table. So I'm bringing in one more of those little panicle hydrangeas, as well as some seeded eucalyptus, some of the orange eucalyptus, another one of those beautiful burnt orange flowers, and some more of those natural pumpkins on a stick. And I think this looks absolutely beautiful, very simple and not overdone, but I can always add more to it later. As I mentioned earlier, I ran out of fall stems, so I ordered some more, and they should be here today. So stay tuned to see the bathroom in a future Sunday reset. But we're going to finish off the entryway with a pumpkin waffle candle from Walmart, and that is it. So let's go ahead and take a look at how everything turned out. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me as I decorated my family room and entryway. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of fall decorating for 2024. I am loving the Hallmark vibes in my home. My kids are absolutely loving it, and we have begun our fall movie tradition. We've been starting with our favorite fall movies and Halloween movies, and it's just been such a nice transition into the new school year. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Make sure that you are subscribed. I've got 2 more fall decorating videos coming your way, and I can't wait to share those with you. Next up will be the fall coffee bar, so make sure that you come back for that, and make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Again, I hope you're taking care of yourselves and you're doing well, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, my friends.